Okay, Coach, first of all, how does it feel to finally get the chance to get back outside and launch your first regular season as a Bulldogs coach this Friday in Bentonville, Arkansas?
Oh, to be honest, I'm a little apprehensive. I mean, it's something new. I mean, even though it's still the game of softball, it's kind of a new environment, new players, all that. So yeah, I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm also really excited to get going.
You inherit a club that went 33-22 overall a year ago, 12 lettermen back from last year, including 7 starters. That sounds like a pretty good nucleus to build from.
It was a good situation to walk into. There's no doubt about it. We've got, we have 8 starters back. We really only have to find a hole or fill in for, Jordan, who is Rice, who's obviously a big loss for us offensively and defensively. But with the number of players coming back, with the experience that they have. It's like I don't know if we'll miss a beat. I hope not, anyway.
Your entire pitching staff remains intact from last spring with the return of Callie Sadler, Sam Hartman, and Sadie Knutson. That has to be a source of encouragement, being fast pitch softball, so pitching is so big part of it. Yeah,
it's nice to have experience on the mound. With Kaylee and Sam, they're both throwing really well right now. They've got great experience. They've been there. They've done it. We're going to rely on them. And then with Val and Sadie. They're going to get some innings as well, and so I think our staff is solid. So we're looking forward to them kind of getting on the right foot here and starting it off for us.
You mentioned Jordan Rice, the UMD's all-time home run leader, graduated last spring, but 3 other starters: third baseman Sammy Schneider and shortstop Becky Smith, second baseman Natalie Red are all back. What can you tell us about these 3 individuals?
They really solidify our infield for sure. They give us experience in the infield. They're solid players. They're going to be great at the plate, and so it's nice to have that nucleus. Plus, Hannah Schmoll roaming around center field. She had a phenomenal year as a freshman. We look for her to kind of continue along that same pathway. We just have a lot of players that have contributed in the past. And we think that we're in a good position now to kind of build on what they've done in the past so we can take it to the next level.
You said Hannah Schmoll, Ashley Schilling also back in the outfield.
Yes.
Who do you see joining that tandem up there?
The left field spot, we've got some players that, we're kind of vying for that. There's no one that has really owned it right now. Haley Lundquist probably has the most experience out there. Sammy Sadler. Has got some experience in the outfield. Has got a good arm, can catch the ball. We've also put Ashley Lewis out there a little bit. Ashley is just such a versatile player. She can catch, she can play first base, and we've recently put her in the outfield because we think that her bat's going to be pretty good. So that gives us another option. So who's going to start out there? I don't know. We'll see. It's probably going to be a little bit of we're going to revolve those three individuals around that until somebody kind of steps up.
And then with Ashley in the outfield, you'd assume play Abby Nelson at catcher. How would that work out?
Well, actually, Abby's probably going to play a lot of first base. And then we've got a freshman, Hannah Block, who we like behind the plate. She's got a great arm. So between her and Ashley Lewis, I would suspect that they'll do the bulk of our catching. Abby's been looking pretty good at first base. So, obviously we've had to spend time on getting somebody ready at first base, and she's kind of stepped up there, so that's been nice.
What do you see as being a trademark of UMD softball in 2016? People see what is the first thing that's probably going to catch their eye?
I hope what people see is that we come to play and work hard, and we're going to grind everything out. We're not going to quit. We don't really care who we play. We're just going to go in and go about our business with the confidence that we're capable of winning every game. So I hope that we're gritty. And I think we will be, and I think we'll be confident too.
You not only are involved in a new program, you're obviously going to a new league. Your club was projected for a 5th place finish in the NSIC by the league coaches. Where would you slot the Bulldogs at this point?
I think the 5th is pretty fair. Having finished 7th last year, with the bulk of our players back, I think that's fair. Now, obviously, we hope to finish above that. So that'll give us, hopefully it lights a little fuel under us so that we want to prove people wrong. I certainly do. But I think we earned that 5th spot from the coaches. So we're hoping to prove them wrong, actually.
And one last thing, I know maybe it changed. We used Molosky Stadium exclusively last year. It's your hope to play at Junction Avenue Field. How's that going to be? How the players reacted to it? Because a lot of them have never played much other than practice.
None of them have played a game there other than fall. So I know they really enjoyed playing at Molosky. The way it was set up, I mean, it wasn't just playing on turf. It was actually set up to be a stadium. So there was a lot of amenities there that we don't necessarily have at Junction. However, I think what they've done is they've seen the work that we've put into Junction in the fall, just with kind of working the infield, just painting the dugouts, taking care of our outfield fences, getting a scoreboard, getting a sound system. So I think everybody's excited to actually play on dirt and play on that field. It's a good field. We've made some improvements. We have some more improvements that we continue to make. But to me, that's where softball needs to be played. It needs to be played on the dirt and on the grass. And if we can do that, we're going to make it happen.